Okay, Myles, out of the gate, strong performance. Pigtail wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Had a Kent State guy. You haven't had him this year. You wrestled a Northwestern guy, though, right?
No, I have not.
You didn't wrestle either one of them.
Sorry.
So it didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
Going out there and just going gas pedal, right?
Yeah.
You got a high motor, right?
Yep.
Going out there and getting the job done. What does it mean for Michigan going out there and doing the job?
Yeah, I mean, kind of you're fighting a two-front battle, right? The team race and the individual. Me, I'm just focused on the individual battle, and I know if I can, give my highest output and wrestle with my fullest potential, it's going to help the team. I'm going to score bonus points. I like to get quick takedowns right off the bat, but that was good because I was able to score a few takedowns in the first period, really, set the pace and know that, okay, now I can break this match open and continue to wrestle, do what I love.
How far is DCC from here?
Pretty dang close, like 20 miles.
I was going to say, you're like home.
Yeah, it's definitely right down the road, and that was a nice thing. We jumped on the bus, a couple minutes, 40-minute drive to Detroit from Ann Arbor, so it's nice having, it has its advantages of, being the host.
Has there ever been a better game plan in a Big Ten final than yours? That was amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Your game plan was incredible, right?
It's funny. Funny you say that. I think that going into that match, that wasn't necessarily my game plan. I knew that the third period was going to be a brawl, and to be honest with you, I know against a guy like that, the earlier you score, the more likely you're going to give yourself a chance to win. So I was riding on a real thin margin there in the third period, but I love the deep waters. I love when those spotlight's on. That's kind of what I live for. So when the moment comes, I'm excited for that. Whoever it is to compete like that.
So you're telling me it was an improvised plan?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, as much as I want to take credit for that, I think just staying really focused, that's something that I can say at least was part of my plan. It was just to, no matter what the score was, wrestle till the last whistle blows, and it turned out in my favor. I think if I can do that this whole tournament, I'll like the result.
I mean, I was just up here telling Willie Saylor and Cody Goodwin, I was like, great game plan of all time. Yeah. Now you're telling me it was on the fly adjustment.
Sorry to spoil your parade.
How good does it feel though, man? You're happy. You're not uptight. I say, hey, let's do an interview. Yeah, let's go. We're right here.
Yeah.
Are you loose right now? How good do you feel here?
Yeah, I feel great. I mean, I know I've kind of got my mind calibrated to go to battle every match. I'm ready to be in a triple overtime match. I'm ready to try to go out there and score tech far. And whatever the match, how it plays out. 7 years in college. Let's be honest. I think it's funny that when people mention that, what the first thing I think about is like, man, I love this. That's what people don't mention. Is like 7 years. How do you do that? But I think the only way to do it is to really truly enjoy experiences like this. And that's my biggest thing. Is like, I've just learned, my dad's been a great mentor for me. My coaches have been a great mentor. Just like, hey, remember to smile, because at the end of the day, wrestling's already a tough enough sport that if you let it engulf you and try to be the toughest guy and, make it, out there to go out there to just like, grind and battle and you don't smile, then it's going to be tough. But I've just enjoyed, these 7 years and learned to smile through all the chaos.
I remember interviewing you, Stevan, and Logan all in a row. I don't know if you remember your freshman year. Mm-hmm. You guys are goofing off the whole time.
Yeah. Flicking
each other ears, making faces in the background. You guys are having fun, and it was like these guys are goofballs. Yeah. But you're having fun, right? You've enjoyed your time thoroughly, it seems like, at Michigan.
Yeah, I love it. I wouldn't want to go anywhere else, and that's the secret to success. I really think so. Is you got to learn to love it and enjoy it, and smell the roses, all that good stuff.
Penn State seems to do that a lot.
Yeah, they do, and a lot of credit to them. If they practice, I think they practice what they preach, and I think that's always been kind of my MO. So.
It's a pressure-filled situation, right? Like, You don't have to do interviews. You could have told me to kick rocks, right? Does this take pressure off, or how do you feel? Does it do anything to you?
No. That's part of the caveat of being able to wrestle, all over the world, and the best, the best of the best tournaments, best of the best guys is you just kind of get used to all this stuff. And I told Pat, we were walking down this hallway earlier, in the ESPN bright lights in our face. I said, hey, if you want to get used to this, that means you're doing something right. So learn to embrace it and just, put on a show. That's what we've been telling our guys all year, and our, big team on. I was like, let's put on a show. That's why we can fill up 25,000, stand arenas, because wrestling's a fun sport. So we want to be a part of that.
Last one. I could talk all night, you know that.
Yeah.
The Big Ten title. How much did it mean what you did essentially won the Big Ten title. We know Mason, had the battle, Brucky, and Brucky, what everybody did it, but what you did, you're not winning the Big Ten team title without you beating Brooks in overtime. What's it mean to you?
I think it just catapulted me into this tournament. Just getting that confidence, that reassurance that, like, hey, we're here to do some big things. So, and also I got to give a lot of credit. I mean, we had Stevan fight back on the backside as lost his first match, came back, took fourth. I mean, Brucky took third. Ragusan, was beating some studs all the way through the tournament, came back, took third. So
Will made the finals.
Cam made the finals.
Yeah.
I mean, every single guy on our team contributed. Soriano's a madman. So we'll talk more about that, hopefully after the tournament. But it was great just for our team. But we said, hey, let's celebrate that after this. Let's try to get a national title on top of it and go from there.
Myles, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Absolutely.